All mother sentient beings, especially those enemies who hate me, obstructors who harm me, and those clear obstacles on my path to liberation and nations. May the experience happiness be separate from suffering, and save love is to reach them in the state of unsurpassed, perfect, complete, precious Buddhahood. All mother sentient beings, especially those enemies who hate me, obstructors who harm me, and those clear obstacles on my path to liberation and nations. May the experience happiness be separate from suffering and safely. Always till which day in the state of unsurpassed, perfect, complete, precious Buddhahood. The Lord, the water is a bed, no water is a bed. Tarpa dang tam je je ba la par de ju par se ba tam je je zor se pe ma nam ka da nyam be sem je dam je de wa dan de do na ra da ra ra nyor de la na me ba yang da zo be san jo ren bo je do ba re sa. Basandra achieving enlightenment, I perform virtuous deeds with the body, speech, and mind. Under death, I perform virtuous deeds with the body, speech, and mind. From now under this time tomorrow, I perform virtuous deeds with the body, speech, and the mind. We take refuge in the kind rule, Lama and the lineage of Lamas. We take refuge in the deity of the mandalas of Yadam. We take refuge in the exalted Buddha. We take refuge in the perfect Dharma. We take refuge in the excellent order of the Sangha. We take refuge in all the noble Nagas and Dakinis and the Dhammagadins, possessors of the eye of wisdom. Until I attain the heart of enlightenment, I take refuge in all the Buddhas. I take refuge in the Dharma and likewise in the example of Bodhisattva. As the Buddhas embrace the enlightened mind and the progress of the Bodhisattva's path. I too, for the benefit of all sentient beings, giving birth to bodhicitta and apply myself to complete the stage of the path. Thus, in the Buddha, the Dharma, and the Sangha most excellent, I take refuge under enlightened misery. By the merit of generosity and other good deeds, may I attain Buddhahood for the sake of all sentient beings. May all mother sentient beings, borderless as the sky, have a happiness and the causes of happiness. May they be liberated from suffering, the causes of suffering. May they never be separate from the happiness that is free from sorrow. May they rest in equanimity, free from attachment and aversion. I bow down Okay, hello. Sorry about that. Dropped. No, I'm okay, I think. Uh, can I share the screen? I can't share the screen. In each ashram, we visualize as many Buddhas as there are ashrams surrounded by countless Bodhisattvas. Thus, our space filled with Buddhas and Bodhisattvas. Our praise our Buddhas through manifesting, chanting is present in the great ocean of the excellent qualities. To all Buddhas, I make offerings of arrows, pure flowers, flower garlands of music, honoring oils, manifesting light in the fragrant incense. I make offering to them of fine garments, performing the popero, pour the highest moon and orange the most beautiful way. I visualize the highest and most extensive offerings and offer them with great faith to our Buddhas. I prostrate to Buddhas and make offering to them following the deeds of great Bodhisattva Samandabhadra. I confess to you, Buddhas, whatever negative actions I have committed due to the power of anger, desire, and ignorance. I rejoice in the merit of all the Buddhas and the 10 directions of great Bodhisattvas and the Pacceka Buddhas. Those have attained Aharacha and those have entered the path of Aharacha and all other beings. Hari goes to all great predators and Buddhas to turn the highest way of Dharma as like dispelling the darkness of beings in the 10 directions, leading them gradually to the enlightened states. I supplicate those Buddhas intending passing into Parinirvana, to living long for as many eons as they are atoms of the earth in order to benefit all beings. Whatever merit I have gathered through prostrations, offerings, confession, rejoicing, beseeching, and praying, for the sake of enlightenment of all sentient beings, or does this dedicate. This ground is sprinkled with the scented water and strewed with the flowers. It is adorned with the Meru, the supreme mountain, the four continents, the sun, the moon. As the Buddha fell for it, may all sentient beings attain the happiness of the Buddha fares. To the Lama who possesses the three kayas, I offer altar in all the sacred offerings, with my body, wealth, and all that is visible. Please grant me the supreme realization and enlightenment. Om Gururina Mandala Punzamanga Samandra Savaran Samaye Ahom. I call refuge, Onome of the world. Your fame provides the 3,000 worlds. You are Victor Vajatara, Vidova Drog. I bow at the feet of Father Jigisongo. Continue nothing with no one but you. Compassionate one grant your blessings. Dispel darkness that surrounds my heart. Please bless me so that I can realize the unlimited nature of the mind. Please turn the way of the Dharma of the true vehicles and the combination according to disposition and likewise mental capacity of sentient beings. Shri is brilliant laws of two ways, steps of knowledge in the true nature. For this reason, he holds wisdom, takes it to his heart, he has a compassion for all beings who are suffering from the darkness of ignorance and the prison of samsara as a father for only son. Like a thunderclap, he awakens those who are sleeping in ignorance and losing of charm of karma through the 60 branch of Haramani speech. He wears the wisdom silver to cast setting over suffering and to dispel darkness of confusion. In the Bodhisattva form, he is pure from beginningless time, fully accomplished the 10 levels of the perfect in the body of all knowledge. I supplicate you, Majeshri, adorned by the 112 Son Buddha, to dispel darkness of my ignorance. Om Arabazanade, 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 Om Wangeshwaram, 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 Om. You who are the perfect, youthful body, whose flame of wisdom blazes, and dispel the darkness of order ignorance, are posted before you and pressed to Manjushiri. Yon egele jang wai bo, ye she dom e rap den bar, Jeden de mo ben sarwa yang para yang la sang sar do. Yes, so good morning, afternoon, evening, everyone. Welcome to the Sutra teaching. Sutra. So everyone has that text, right? Sutra text.
Yes, I'm reposting it now.
So I don't have to share the screen, yeah? Okay. So Sutra, I'm going to using Sutra text translation is the special day prayer. Inside that we have a Sutra, so I'm using this one inside this prayer. So Buddha Shakyamuni, he shared three turning way of Dharma. When he was enlightened in Buddhigaya, right now in is Buddhigaya, so he reached enlightenment here. And then after 7 weeks, Buddha Shakyamuni went to Varanasi. He's turning the first way of Dharma. It's according to the teaching is called the Four Noble Truths. And first turning Dharma way is Buddha Shakyamuni teaching is in the Varanasi. So then second turning the Dharma is in Wochorpek and also Rajigar, Yangpachin, Sharawasti, many areas. So he shared many sutra teachings. So most popular, important teaching is this Sutra. Sutra is Tibetan Buddhist, Chinese Buddhist, Japanese, and many country Buddhists chant this Sutra every single day. So this Sutra is a very profound teaching. And when Buddha Shakyamuni, he shared this teaching in Wochorpek, so that time he has many disciples. So most important disciples, Bodhisattvas. This teaching is we have like beginner student cannot really digesting or like cannot really receive and understanding because this teaching is too profound. And when Buddha Shakyamuni, he shared this teaching in Wochorpek, of course, at that time, there's so many different kind of students, but only this hearing by the high realizers. So the regular student, the generally monks, they didn't hear this teaching. The reason is because they don't have this capacity to hear this teaching. This teaching is also you can see in the drawing, we can follow. Is Buddha Shakyamuni went into the samatha meditation, in the nature state. So then Chenrezig is a Bodhisattva. He also went to that state. So this teaching is not just ordinary, precept sharing, because this all is mind connections through each other. So that's why it's very profound, beyond our concepts and our capacity. So, this ordinary people, very hard to understand this meaning. That's why also sometimes we call this is called heart attack sutra. Heart attack sutra means like there's many lower vehicles, when they hear this teaching, they cannot, how to say that they're comprehend, right? They cannot comprehend. Some says the close eye, some just get heart attacks. So that's this teaching. So the good thing is Buddha Shakyamuni, he didn't really share for everyone, because who has a capacity to hear this, they can hear this teaching. Most beginners don't really can get. And so the reason is, Buddha sharing teaching, 3 different levels. First, turning Dharma is Four Noble Truths. That teaching talk about all the causes and the effect. And talk about a little bit emptiness part, but not really went into very profound, just very basic things like impermanent. And, and the self is truly no exist. That kind of, he share some basic emptiness teachings. But when he turning the second Dharma, where he shared this everything's emptiness. So that's why this beginners cannot comprehend, right? Comprehend. Okay, comprehend. So this teaching is the absolute truth. That's why when we hear this teaching, very hard to understand too, because we have eye, we have a nose, we have tongues, right? We have ears, we have hands. In this teaching, talk about no eye, no nose, no tongue. So then laws like against everything, and what we have. So that's why some people think this teaching is incorrect, but that means like they didn't understand what talking about the truth. So the point is Buddha Shakyamuni is in the Samadhi meditation states. Chenrezig was in that state. And then Buddha Shakyamuni blessing to actually Chenrezig and the Shariputra. So this teaching is called blessing teaching. Blessing teaching means Buddha, his meditation Samadhi, that blesses to the Chenrezig and the Shariputra. They also have exactly same experience. And then the experience is naturally the discussing, So they have their own reality that time. So could be ordinary people didn't recognize what's going on there. So this is the own, Buddha, his own vision, his own experience. Chenrezig has ability to know that, understand, because due to Buddha's blessing. Then Shariputra has ability to ask these questions to Buddha Shakyamuni, the Chenrezig. So this is not everything that comes from Buddha's mouth, but its teaching is called Buddha's teaching. The reason is because Buddha's mind connected with other two, so they naturally talk. Actually, they don't have choice. So that discussion, this teaching. Then this means like we have to recognize that the more profound teaching is beyond the words, beyond our concepts. So that's why this the true profound teachings have to come from the in the non-draw samadhi states. And then there's someone who has ability to know that. So usually Sambhogakaya can recognize. So Chenrezig is the Sambhogakaya. Buddha Shakyamuni is in Dharmakaya states. We say Chenrezig is the Sambhogakaya. So Shariputra is a Nirmanakaya. Then this experience is Buddha Shakyamuni has. So then Chenrezig get exactly what Buddha's fear. And Shariputra has ability to ask questions. So this comes like Dharmakaya to Sambhogakaya, Sambhogakaya to Nirmanakaya. So then we can receive it. So here, the Sutra of the Heart of Transcendent Wisdom from the words of the Buddha. So this one called Words of Buddha. Buddha has many different kind of teachings. Some is like blessing teachings. So not necessarily come from words of him. His connect his mind and bless to someone, and then the discussion. So this teaching is called blessing teaching. Beyond words, beyond thoughts. So true is like beyond the words. We cannot really put the words to explain. Beyond thought is like profound teachings cannot put in the like conceptual level. So we create something our own conceptual level, then that teaching is called relative truth, not the absolute truth. Beyond description, Panchaparimita. Panchaparimita is beyond our, ordinary conception. Unborn, unceasing. The unborn is like relatively we have a birth, but this unborn means truly we don't have a birth. So this is like logically we can approve an unborn is who can take birth permanently cannot take birth. This we take birth is all is a kind of delusion and dreaming. So then long as no unborn, then is unceasing. Every essence of space, everything is like same as space, emptiness. Yet it can be experienced as the wisdom of our own Rigpa. So the everything is emptiness, but meditator practitioners have their get the through their own experience through the practice. They get their own experience. You cannot put the words to explain, but someone use this teaching and meditate. And then they has their own experience. That own experience cannot put in the words to explain. Same is like, mute person eat the candy, they cannot explain the candy's taste. So same like that, it's this when you meditate, you are in the samadhi state. If you have this experience, then you cannot explain to others, because it's beyond the words, beyond the concepts. So then that is the wisdom of our own Rigpa. Rigpa is, our own true nature. Homage to the mother of Buddhas, or past, present, and future. Homage to the mother of Buddhas means all the Buddha is come from actually Panchaparimita, is emptiness. So who realize emptiness, and then that person has become Buddha. So where this Buddha is come from, Buddha is arising or come from realize emptiness. That's why emptiness is called mother. And the mother is representative wisdom. So that's why it's mother means. This mother is not ordinary mother, Like we regularly, we talk about mother, and that mother is, our conceptual level, the relative level. So this mother means like Panchaparimita, wisdom is mother. Then that wisdom can be arise the form body. So that can be then we say Mother Tara. Where is Tara come from? Tara is come from Panchaparimita. He says, so the Panchaparimita is wisdom of the Buddha. So the wisdom Buddha is arise the form body is Tara. That is arise from Tara is called Sambhonakaya. And then Nirmanakaya is the emanation take birth, like same as Achichija Droma. So that is called Nirmanakaya Tara. And the Dharmakaya Tara is, true nature. And that's also all we have. Our own nature requires Dharmakaya Tara. And then Sambhonakaya is the nature requires arise the form body is called Sambhonakaya. And then they take birth, the same as physically take birth is called Nirmanakaya. So homage to mother of Buddha past, present, and the future. That is actually that what here has one verses. This is the essence of the Sutra. Whole Sutra is like held by this 4 sentence, these verses. So sometimes we chant only these verses. This verses is also actually we have a true practice. True practice is come from this verses too. Someone does the true beginning starting in this verses, and then this is go more explains of then all the sutras teachings. So sometimes we do the food offering, tea offering when we eat something. Also use this one too. See, here says homage to Mother or Buddha, our past, present, and future is Yamayongas Chupan Bor. Offering to the Mother of Buddha, our past, present, and future. So we usually say that way. It's become offering to the the Panjaparamita. So you can change this. The just homage to is a change to the offering. Then you can chant these prayers for your food offering too. So this essence of the sutras. Then hard sutras. So this is a starting, beginning. Jagarketa. So Jagarketa is this teaching is a translation to Tibetan language. And that's why we put the first is Sanskrit. The reason is this teaching is first come from Sanskrit. And that's why always, we have to recognize it, where is this teachings come from. And another is like Buddha share. This teaching is a Sanskrit language. So we read like Jagarketa is in the language of India as Banga Vate Tanja Paramata Hridaya. So that means like we create also karmic connection to the Sanskrit language. So all the three times Buddha, when they share the teaching, is all the languages going to use the Sanskrit. So that's why when we created this karmic connection to Sanskrit language, and then we also feature Buddhas, we have a connect to the feature Buddhas too. So that's the reason this also we leave the Sanskrit language to there, respect that language and create a connection to the first language. Then that translation to the book in the language of Tibet. So language of Tibet is Jomdin Dema Shirapje Parada Simpe Nimbo. Jomdin Dema is see the English in the English language, the Blessed Mother, the heart of the transcending perfection of wisdom. So the translation to and English language is Tibetan here says Jomdin Dema is the Blessed Mother, the heart of transcending is beyond the the relative truth is beyond our ordinary concepts. Perfection of wisdom. So perfection of wisdom is emptiness. And emptiness, some teachers use wisdom of emptiness. So then that some I think helps like some people not understanding what means emptiness. Emptiness is just like somebody not at the home, wrong house, right? So we say empty house. It's not water in the cup, so we say empty cup, but this is different in that words. So not regular words, this emptiness. If we use the perfection of wisdom emptiness, then maybe better, understanding. So emptiness means like we seeing everything, but not truly inherently exist. Then in a single sermon, homage to the Bhagavate Panjaparamita, thus have I heard. So this, homage to the Panjaparamita, the absolute true, Mother, the heart of transcending perfection wisdom. So we homage to that. And then thus I have heard. So thus I have heard is, I think this is Ananda, is Buddha's, disciple. So he said, I heard from him, Buddha. So the reason is when Buddha was past nirvana, and some says 20 years after Buddha passed nirvana. So the 100 arhats 500 arhat gathering together. So then this, the Ananda Chand Sutra sections, what he heard from Buddha. So that's why, thus I heard means he said, I heard this from Buddha. So how he heard is that at the one time, the Blessed One was rolling in a Rajigir at the Watcher Peak mountain. So Buddha was in the Rajigir at the Watcher Peak mountain. I was there yesterday, Watcher Peak mountain, together with a great community of monks and a great community of Bodhisattvas. So all this, his retinues, they're together when Buddha shared this Heart Sutra. So right now we go there, where the Buddha shared the Heart Sutra, the space is a very small tiny area. So in here it says like, Watcher Pegasus mountain together with a great community of monks and a great community of Bodhisattvas. There's like many beings hearing these teachings there. So that means actually not many ordinary beings, but mostly high level realizers, Bodhisattvas. And they all heard this teaching from Buddha in the Watcher Peak. So then at that time, the Blessed One entered on absorption of categories of phenomena called perception of performed. So Buddha Shakyamuni is into nature samadhi meditation state. So he is not like same as like our ordinary precepts. His bodies could be there, but his mental state is going into this enter into absorption on categories of phenomena called perception of performed. Means true nature state is like non-draw states. He went in that state. As at the same time, so then his blessing into the Avalokiteshvara. So noble Avalokiteshvara, the Bodhisattva and the great being, beheld the practice of the perfection of wisdom. So Chinreze also into that state. So they join together in the nature states. And the soul that the five aggregates are the empty of nature. So Chinreze recognize all these five aggregates is emptiness. Emptiness is like the five aggregates no permanently inherently exist. Emptiness. It's so this aggregates are emptiness means like in the relative level we have five aggregates. So we know, so like we have form body, we have feelings, percepts, conscious, all this going on within ourselves. We have that in the relative level. So this main point is in the absolute truth. Within the absolute truth state, all these five aggregates we can see is truly not exist. So that's we can get experience. We do meditate. You see your feelings not truly exist. If we don't meditate, we have very strong feelings arise. So the feeling, we can feel, and the positive feeling we attach to happy that, and the negative feeling, and so arise, then we are unhappy and sad. So that's we have that experience, but that is in the relative level. If we meditate practice, So you see the feeling is not truly inherently exist. And we also meditate, when we meditate, we recognize that our form is just really fear, is delusion form, is empty. So we don't have I think 100% experience this what changes are going on, but we also get sometimes 1%, some like that kind of, experience, right? You think so? So some we get the experience, fear that. So we get some connections to that. So that means this truly not exist. It is emptiness. Then through the Buddha's power, so Buddha's bliss, power, Venerable Shariputra said to Noble Avalokiteshvara, so the teaching always has different ways of sharing. Generally, say Shariputra is Arhat. So Shariputra is Arhat, and he didn't have ability to this Sutra, going to ask questions. But actually, truth is Shariputra is Buddha said Shariputra is also Bodhisattva, and that means I think we really cannot say this Arhat is only lower vehicles realizer. So this Arhat is especially in this during the Buddha time, many these Arhats are when the ordinary people think they are Arhats, but I think some Bodhisattvas saying they are Bodhisattvas. So that's the difference is sometimes they say this Shariputra is Arhat, he don't have ability to ask questions. So then why he asks questions? They say he don't have a choice. Buddha blessing him, so he just asks questions. And then also Buddha can blessing to Shariputra, he can ask questions. Also, even Buddha can blessing to the tree. The tree also can perform Dharma teaching too. So that's why the blessing into anything, they can perform the Dharma teachings. So anyway, we can think Shariputra is a Bodhisattva. He has the ability to talk this, ask questions. Then the Bodhisattva and the great being. So he asked Avalokiteshvara, how should a child of a noble family who wish to practice the perform perfection wisdom train? So then he asked this question to the Chinese. So who wish to practice, who want to practice the perform perfection or wisdom training, so who wanted to meditate, practice absolute true perfection wisdom. This is that he said, Shariputra asked question to Chinese, and Noble Avalokiteshvara, the Bodhisattva and the great being, replied to Venerable Shariputra as follows. So this answer is come from Chinese. And the Chinese giving all answer is the experience is the same as Buddha, what he has own experience. So that's Chinese, sharing to the Shariputra. So this perform teaching, I think someone must be in the natural states. Someone have to feel that, recognize. And then someone put in the words to share someone. So that's why we have a Dharmakaya, Sambhogakaya, and the Nirmanakaya. And most perform teachings is come from Dharmakaya. So we talk about Buddha Vajradhara, when he's in the natural states. Then Vajrasattva is Sambhogakaya. So Vajrasattva heard the teaching from the Vajradhara. Vajradhara didn't talk. It's mind connections. Vajradhara own experience in the own reality, what he has own experience. Vajrasattva has that, understanding. And then he shared to Sambhogakaya, like high realizers. So these are the Vajrayana teachings. The most profound teachings come from Dharmakaya, and then Sambhogakaya, then comes to the Nirmanakaya, high realizer someone received. So Telopa, he received teaching from also Sambhogakaya, and actually comes to go to the Dharmakaya. So Mahamudra or Dzogchen teachings come from Dharmakaya to Sambhogakaya and Nirmanakaya. So the point is here, Buddha Shakyamuni is usually we call Nirmanakaya, but he can be Dharmakaya, he can be Sambhogakaya, he can be Nirmanakaya, either any form. Because when he is in the nature state, he don't speak language. He just, own nature experience. And that time he's a Dharmakaya. And then someone knows that his experience, and that person is called Sambhogakaya. And then they share someone to others, human beings. So that person is called Nirmanakaya. Then follows is as Shariputra. So Chinese say, oh Shariputra, son of noble family or daughter of noble family, who wishes to practice the profound perfection of wisdom should regard things in this way. So Chinese respond to the Shariputra. So noble family or noble daughters means like who can take this in the heart. So that person is called noble family. Who cannot take this teaching, like kind of digest, right? So that this teaching, then that is become who can, that person is called noble family, noble son and noble daughter. Then the should see the five aggregates to be empty of nature. So this five aggregate is must be no. It is empty of nature. Nature emptiness is called nature emptiness. That means like even we know, receive Heart Sutra, even we don't meditate, this five aggregates is emptiness, anyway emptiness. So this Heart Sutra no making you emptiness, okay? Even you don't hear Heart Sutra, it's actually our aggregates is emptiness. So when we was born, our aggregates is emptiness. And you are Buddhist, no Buddhist, it doesn't matter, our aggregates is emptiness. So that's why this, nature emptiness means, naturally is emptiness. Sometimes we think, I realize emptiness, right? So that's just, another way to say that. But actually, emptiness is like, beginningless term until know is emptiness. So that's what Buddha teaching is talk about the true reality, no creating, no making. If you realize that everything is emptiness, otherwise everything truly exists, then that is a big mistake. Emptiness is like same is warping, destroy all the exist things, emptiness. So do you understand what I mean? Emptiness not destroy any exist things. Every phenomena is naturally emptiness. So even we know Heart Sutra, even we don't know Heart Sutra, is our aggregate is emptiness, naturally emptiness. So that's we don't know, but Chinrezig he explained for us. It's naturally our aggregate is naturally emptiness. Form is empty, so form is this form body is empty. And then the Mayamika teaching, they use logics. So think about this table is right now we call the table is exist. I can touch, but the Mayamika said this table is no exist. How can this no exist? Because of all so many part or particles. So where is the table? This the leg is a table or top part is a table or which side which direction is called table. If you investigate, you cannot find the table then this is like all is part of particles. Then part of particles also is so much compound of phenomena, so many particles together. So you more investigate, nothing's truly inherently exists. It's all is just empty. Then we recognize this table is interdependent. Interdependent is emptiness. Emptiness is interdependent. So that's why form is empty. All this form body is emptiness. Emptiness is a form. So then also we have a misunderstanding. This form is emptiness. Then we think, how can we touch this form? How can we see this form body? We can see this form, we can touch it. The reason is because emptiness is a form. Then this is like form is you investigate, use logically, you cannot find any truly inherently exist. That means form is emptiness. The emptiness is become form body. So that's why here says emptiness is form. So emptiness is not other than form. Form is no other than emptiness. Emptiness is no other than form. So we recognize, when we meditate, you feel your form is empty. Emptiness is a form is emptiness. And the same is like moon's reflection in the water. So actually, we can see moons very clearly in the water, but moon seeing in the water itself is emptiness. Not truly inherently moon exists in the water. So this is a very important section. Sometimes we think emptiness means like not this body. And emptiness means like just something is not in there. It's called empty house, empty cups, empty room. So we say that, but it's that is ordinary concept. So all the seeing forms emptiness. The emptiness, that's why we can see all these forms. If the form is no emptiness, we cannot see. Then logically we can approving that. So many logics investigating Nagarjuna and Chandrakirti, Shanti Deva, they use the many different logics. In the same way, so the same time, like same way, our body is emptiness, same thing, same way, cessation, recognition, conditioning, factors, and consciousness are emptiness. So same is like our feeling is emptiness. Then sensation is emptiness. Sensation is, what is a sensation?
To feel something.
To feel, yeah. Then feeling, right? Feeling. Yeah, senses. Okay, feeling is Tsora. So senses also emptiness. And then this is like mind, right? Conscious. Recognition is conscious, right? Conscious. So conscious also emptiness. There's a conditioning factors. Conditioning factors. There's a conditioning factors. Like, can you explain what it means?
Conditions.
Factors. Conditioning factors.
Like the same way you explained about the table. Like the condition and the factors for the table is that you need the wood. You need like.
So all gathering together, right?
Yes, exactly. Yes.
So gathering together, this forms gathering together. Conditioning factors. And consciousness. Consciousness.
It's part of patterns, isn't it?
Conditioning factor.
Yeah, these are the patterns.
Yeah, I agree, guys. That must be, I think, yeah, karmic, karma, kind of karmic concept, karmic imprint, something, right? Tendency, habitual tendencies, factors, and consciousness are emptiness. So recognition and consciousness, what difference?
What's the difference in these two before?
Recognition
Recognition?
and consciousness.
Recognition.
Just labeling,
Yeah.
realizing you see something, you call it, taking it, taking it.
Yes, so that is a called recognition, right?
Yes.
We call this is a table.
Subject, object.
Consciousness,
Streams.
so kind of source,
Yeah, kind of.
mind stream
Yes.
is consciousness. So our emptiness. Yeah, this all is like just like far aggregates is like linked each other, like how to say, connected each other. Some is more kind of like source, some is a kind of more for result. So they connected each other, consciousness or emptiness. So this far aggregate is called I and self. Usually we have this far aggregate is called I and self. Therefore, Shariputra, all dharmas are emptiness. Then the Chinese says Shariputra, all dharma is, we have to say, all the phenomena are emptiness. So the dharma is, Tibetan here, Chu, Sharipa, Tetavena, Chu Tamje. Chu Tamje is a Tibetan. Chu Tamje means all the phenomena. So here it says the dharma is like chi is actually dharma. Sometimes chi means all the phenomena. So this means chi means all the phenomena. All the phenomena are emptiness.
Can I ask a question?
Looking forward.
I see only four: sensation, recognition, condition, factors, consciousness.
Form body.
That's the fifth.
Yeah.
But that's not phenomena. So we have phenomena.
No, phenomena means everything, included everything. Yeah. Nothing is left. So five aggregates is like five. Five aggregates is within our body, ourself. We have this five aggregates. The phenomena means not only ourselves, everything. So they are without the characteristics. They are unresting and unceasing. So all this phenomena is, without characteristic because it's emptiness. They are unresting, machi, and unceasing, manga. So that no birth, no die, kind of like no birth, no die, no life. All is emptiness. They are not tainted and not untainted. The emptiness is like same as a space, like they never have tainted by like negative karma. They never not tainted, so it's always the same. So the emptiness not like same as like space. Space we cannot paint black and white. So space cannot be increasing, space cannot be decreasing. Same, everything is emptiness, so that's why they are not tainted and not untainted. They are not deficient and not complete. So the point is always the same, not increasing, not decreasing. Therefore, Shariputra, in emptiness, there is no form. So form is no exist because it's emptiness. So now this Sutra is directly against like our relative concepts because we have form. So the Buddha Shakyamuni not sharing to like ordinary people, like say you don't have form body. When he in the natural state samadhi, so he has this recognize the form is not exist. So that's why he said form, there is no form. In the natural state, no form. No cessation. Cessation is no feeling exists there. So that's I also mentioned, like when we use like shamatha, go into vipassana, meditate, like you really into join to the Mahamudra meditation, you can have this experience. So then that time, the experience, like we already talked in the beginning, is our own experience, like no words to explain, because it's beyond the words, beyond the concepts. If you have the words to share something, then that is not the truth. Becomes already relative concept level. No recognition, no conditioning factors, no consciousness. So the point is like five aggregates is emptiness. So relatively, we have five aggregates. That's why we take birth again and again. So that is our concept, relative our own concept. And one day we know truth, then we recognize this five aggregates not truly exist there, emptiness. So this meditation practice also helps, when we have a sadness, emotions, and problems. So you chant this heart sutra, and then you feel, the energy, like no form, no feeling, no recognition, no condition factors. So that power of that truth is naturally, release all the our own emotions, negative obstacles, and negative emotions, problems also can be released because it's truth. No consciousness, no I. So now we have I, but here says no I, and that's why Chandrakirti said never ever debate with Jigdimpa is called we say samsaric beings or not. It's like ordinary beings. I think it's used a better way to say ordinary people. Never debate with them. If you say no I, then you pointing you directly to your eye here. You have eye, right? So you cannot win then. Chandrakirti say we don't debate with the ordinary people. So debating with, then for the philosophers or, who understand the true truth. So no I is, Buddha Shakyamuni not talking about you don't have this, our, this, how to say the ball, physically, right? And eyeball is not exist. So this one is truly inherently not exist, the Buddha Shakyamuni is saying. If this eye is truly inherently permanently exist, all the dead people eye is still walking, must have to walk, because it's truly inherently exist. There's no place we can walk, all dead people eye is going everywhere. They have to stay alive. So when people die, I is gone, right? Dissolved to element. That means I is not exist. And then no heirs. See, people die, then it's gone. Otherwise this air is all the time hearing songs. No news. So no news. Also, this news is truly inherently not exist. Dead people cannot smell, right? So that means no news is not truly exist. If your news is truly inherently exist, 24 hours you have to feel the smell. You have to receive like smell. Then you cannot change that smell. What you have experienced, like you have a incense kind of like smell. Then 24 hours you have the incense smell, and same all the time, cannot go next second. Do you understand? because the smell is like nose is permanently exist. If permanently exist, the air is permanently exist. You have to hear all the time one song, 24 hours. You cannot change song. So that means air is not truly exist. Okay, eyes, if permanently exist, you have to see only one form body all the time. You cannot change the seeing, you know. I can see like in the Zom Sangha, I can see her physically Sangha. That means eyes not exist permanently. If eye is permanently inherently exist, it cannot change. Then I have to see all the time saying here. So then that is pleasant, right? Cannot. Okay, so that means I is not exist.
So it must be permanent, always existed, and always will exist.
Yeah, so emptiness, that's why we have this ability to change all the time. If not emptiness, then all the pause stuck there, cannot forward. So the point is, you know, we cannot be same person in this morning. If we are the same person in this morning, when we eat breakfast gathering together, so cannot move everyone. Everybody must be stuck like this. Food is eating like this. Then time also must pause. You know, when the sun is that time, where is that? You cannot forward. So if that person is the same person, we are. So the point is we are not same person. It's gene streaming is following similar, but actually that moment is cannot be same. So think about Ganges River, what we see in the Varanasi, and today we go back to Varanasi. A couple of days ago we seeing Ganges River cannot be same. The same streaming, but cannot be same water, right? So our perception is like same Ganges River. We say okay, same Ganges River, but actually not same. Must be already changed. So that's why the emptiness we have to recognize means like everything's moving forward means emptiness truly not exist. If something truly inherently permanently exists, then everything is cannot forward, must pause. Okay, that's why. And Nami, no nose, no tongue. So tongue is a good thing, so not truly exist. That's why we can have a diversity test. We can take, different kind, right? Sometimes we have a sour test. Sometimes we have a honey test. So sweet. So that's all we can change because the reason is the tongue is not truly exist. Emptiness. No body, no mind. Limi. So the body form is emptiness. And then of course mind is emptiness too. So body is emptiness, mind is no mind is emptiness. If we recognize that, if you chant, of course, like chanting prayer also has very powerful. You receive the energy, release all the obstacles. Obstacle cannot penetrate to the person who chant Heart Sutra because they cannot detect it, right? That's correct, detect it or detect. Okay, they cannot detect. It's emptiness, If you don't want to have any obstacles, meditate emptiness, Heart Sutra, the obstacle cannot detect you. And that's why it's the last section here is King of India chanting this Heart Sutra. So the jealousy gods attracted to the God's realm, and God realm also get beings. God realm beings also get injured, and they end up approaching to the Buddha, ask protection. So Buddha told him, chant Heart Sutra, practice profound Heart Sutra. So then jealousy gods cannot, detect to the God's realms. So then God realm is jealous, cannot detect the God's realms. God realm also don't have to fight back to the jealous gods, because both are peace. So that's the very profound meaning. Like it's Chaha Sutra, and not like I am winner, someone is destroying. So both are become peace. No, no visible form, no song, no odor, no taste, no texture, and no mental object. So form, and we already said no song. Song is emptiness. That's the reason we can hear the songs. If songs no emptiness, then I already mentioned, we have to hear all the time one song. No odor. Tell me, what means no odor?
No smell.
Oh, no smell. Okay, no smell. Good thing, smell also emptiness. That's why we can have many different good smells. Perfumes, incense. Sometimes we can feel also garbage smells too. So then we recognize it, good and bad. No taste, no texture, and no mental object. So this is all emptiness. Then there is no I element, up to no mind element. There is no I element up to no mind elements. So that there is like talk about the different elements, I element up to no mind element. And as far as no mental consciousness element, there is no ignorance, no extension of ignorance up to no old age and death. So it's emptiness. That's why it's also good things. There is no ignorance. Ignorance is emptiness. No extension of ignorance. So they don't have we say ignorance also exhausted, right? Because ignorance itself is no exist. In this, no ignorance means no talking about relatively. Relatively level, we say we have ignorance. That's why we have to chant Manjushri all the time. We have to gain knowledge. Relative level. The point is, in the absolute level, there is no ignorance, because in the sun, no clothes, right? Sun didn't have clothes. So our perception, they have clothes. Sun, then it's thunderstorms. But sun itself, no clothes. So Buddha is same is like his when he shared this profound heart sutra, his experience is like same as in the sun, in the space, above the sun, I mean above the clouds. So that feeling he has. But we are in the under the ground. So someone saying no clouds. That means like crazy. Yeah. So it's clouds is there, thunderstorm going on, yeah. And the dark clouds, so someone said no clouds. Then we say we see the clouds there and the thunderstorms. Someone said no clouds, that person's crazy. We're going to point that person's crazy. But we don't recognize someone is above the clouds, experience. So Buddha says it's like no ignorance means in the natural states, then no ignorance exists there. If there is ignorance, then not possible to remove. This is the clouds is already in the sun, the clouds cannot go away. Sun, the clouds never affected to the sun. So the same, this ignorance never affected to our own nature. ignorance not defied, never defied our nature, right? That's correct?
Yes.
Okay. So that's why no ignorance means not extensions. Then if of ignorance, that's why then we cannot say ignorance is exhaust. Because ignorance is not there, then how can be exhaust? So someone didn't have a birth, how can you say has death? Right?
Right.
Yeah. So in our concepts, we have a birth, we have a death. So same, like we see that they have clouds and covered by the sun, then clouds move already gone. It's free from the sun. Sun is free from the clouds. That's our perception. But someone is above the clouds, then never clouds covered by sun. So the person cannot say clouds is free from sun because clouds is never existed there. Maybe somebody go to the moon, somebody go to the sun, I don't know. So someone go to the moon, then they never see the clouds up there, could be. I don't think so, right? In the space. In the space, like no clouds exist there. So no clouds there, then cannot say clouds is gone. First don't have, then you cannot say it's gone. If ignorance up to no old age and death, then so someone going to on the moon space, maybe they don't have a neck and morning. Do you think so? It's very close to the maybe landing to the moon, maybe no day, no night there. Must be always the same there.
Depending on where you're at.
Because right now we have a moon is rising, right? So moon is the set, sun is rising, then evening sun is set. So that is our perception here, right? Someone is in the moon, on the moon, or in the sun. They have their perceptions. Okay, then same, so someone is in the nature, some of the states who has the ability to, experience, then they recognize no old age, no death. The nature never has birth, nature never die. No birth, how can be old age? Not possible, right? So that's why old age and death. So the point is like someone has realized this panchaparamita and then free from death, free from old age, sickness and death. So right now we say, I don't want to die. In the relative level, whatever you do, whatever we can do is not possible to we can alive in the relative level. So you can thousands, millions aspirations, I don't want to die. Help me, free from death. It's not possible. So long as you realize the Panchaparamita, mother of Panchaparamita, we reach that level. So that's why I think it's in the Tibetan tradition, they have long life ceremony. I think this all long life ceremony helps that teacher is stay in the Panchaparamita state because free from death states, Do you understand? It's whatever you do long life ceremonies, the teacher cannot stay like 100 years or 200 years, not possible. So this long life ceremonies, the point is, I think, is realized, the absolute truth. And then you are really free from death. So that's, I think, the long life ceremony, reason we wishing them reach to that state. So do you think Buddha is already passed away?
Yeah, because of your death.
Then why you went to Kushinagar?
Relative level.
I went to Kuchinaga reasons because Buddha is not passing nirvana. He's just showing this all the time. When we go there, we have that, he's when he performing, showing for the passing nirvana, that concept is always there. I mean that time is always there. So why so many people come to Buddha Gaya, they're practicing, doing things, they think Buddha is here. I think, that's here, people, so many here, they think Buddha is gone, passed away. I don't think they think that. Otherwise, they're not going to pray here.
Yeah.
So Buddha not past nirvana. When we practice and meditate, you can feel that. I think Buddha is there, So long as we have strong devotion, connections, Buddha is there always. Many realizers have that experience. Last year, Holiness was here in Bodhi Gaya, I think it's a Japanese temple somewhere here. They organized the different kind of religions, talk something. I don't know which one. We don't have time to go there. So they have a painting, Buddha Shakyamuni painting somewhere, is with all his retinues. So what he says, like, he feels like that Buddha is like, come out from the image and touch him to his head. So that is in here somewhere in the temple here. That is last year. So then he said he has something like that, terms like didn't be in the speakers what they're talking here, his own visions going on there. So he has that time moments, he has own virtual reality. So it's connection comes like this enlightened beings always there. Even you have one tanka statues, like your connection comes, is you feel that it's there, that is a blessing. And the enlightened beings never pass nirvana. So spiritual beings never pass nirvana, always the spiritual energy is there. So that's why we're doing practice. Otherwise, no reason to do practice. Yeah. No extension of old age death. Good thing, we don't have old age and death. So we have to reach that level. No suffering, no origin. So no Buddha, what he says in the Varanasi, he went to the Vachorpek. So the point is, he said whatever in the Varanasi he's saying is lied. He said, I lied, liar. Because whatever he says in Varanasi is not truth. So that's why he says like no suffering. So Varanasi, what he said, Buddha says, we have to recognize our suffering. Okay, when he went to the virtual peg, he said no suffering. And then in the Varanasi, he said we have origination of suffering, right? And in the Varanasi, he said that when he was in the virtual peg, he says no origination of suffering, no origination. Okay, so what do you think? Buddha said, which one is the truth, which one is a lie, which one is right?
Both right.
Both right.
Must be both right, because Varanasi is like ordinary concepts, for ordinary people there. So when he share is like for the ordinary people, and when he share in the virtual peg, it's in the true nature state. In that state, this is no exist. If suffering is exist in that state, then you cannot remove suffering. In the nature samadhi meditation, Buddha Shakyamuni, he went into reality, his own reality, right? In that state, if the origination is exist, then we cannot remove. So why we can remove our suffering? Why we can remove our origination of suffering? Because they are not exist. Do you understand?
Yes.
So That's why this teaching is profound. This Buddha never lie.
Actually, no remove.
You know?
No remove.
Yeah, nothing to remove. No cessation. So what you want? We say, I want to reach enlightenment. Okay, no enlightenment. How can we have enlightenment? No samsara first. So, you know, someone never have a birth, then how can we have death there? Right? And same, so the no suffering, no origination, then no samsara there, then how can we have free from samsara, free from suffering? Because suffering is no exist. Origination of suffering, then not possible to cessation there. Why is the cessation? That means like we have origination, we have suffering, then have another hand we have a path and we have a cessation. So no origination, no suffering, no cessation too. So you don't have a right hand. How you can be have left hand?
Yeah.
Yes. Okay. No path. The path is no origination. Then why is a path? Because nothing place to reach. You know. Path means you're going on the way somewhere, right? Path means. So nothing place to reach, to get, then why they have a path? No wisdom. So that's it's not easy. That's why many people get heart attack. This teaching called heart attack is no wisdoms, then many people upset and no wisdom is. Cannot be have wisdom because the no negative, then how can we have positive? Right? Negative no exist, the positive also cannot be exist. So long is not exist, then how can be exist short? These two is dependent on each other. Yeah, no attainment. So nothing to attain there. And no attainment. So no attainment is like you matopaya means like nothing to get there, right?
Rich.
Yeah. So then that's why it's a thing, no attainment and no attainment. So in the space example, can you walk in the space? No, right? You cannot walk in the space. And then also in the no attainment, like cannot walk there, also beyond the boat. The main point is beyond the boat. Okay, so now, therefore Shariputra very happy, I think, because he never heard before this. So he didn't have this experience before, if he is the ahas, I mean, yeah. Therefore, Shariputra, since Bodhisattva have no attainment, so the Chinrezek says like Bodhisattvas have no attainment. He didn't say ordinary people no attainment, right? Bodhisattvas have no attainment. This Bodhisattva is called absolute truth Bodhisattvas, not relative truth Bodhisattva. We are all relative Bodhisattva. Long as you take the Bodhisattva's vows, then we are relative Bodhisattva. Absolute truth Bodhisattva is starting first Pumi, means you have realized emptiness. Then called absolute truth Bodhisattva. So when you reach to first Pumi, absolute truth Bodhisattva, then have no attainment, nothing to attain there. Yeah, that just you don't get nothing to attainment means like first you don't get and then you don't lose. You recognize it, just always the same. Yeah. So water is never become ice, right? Then how can it become water is, the ice is changed to the water. So first state, like water is never become ice. Then how can say, okay, the water, ice is become merged to the water. Do you understand? Just think about, not talk about generally. Think about ocean. The ocean is never frozen, correct? Salty ocean cannot be frozen. Yes?
Very, very rare, but generally, yes.
Okay, so then, so ocean is, we cannot say like, this ice is become ocean. Because first, never, oceans never happen ice, then you, how can you say ice is become ocean? So the point is like our true nature is never deluded. Then how you can say nature is free from delusion? You have to say I'm free from delusion means your nature must be being with the delusion. Then you say, okay, my nature is free from delusion. So that is have no attainment. They rely really on and abide by the perfection of wisdom. Shiraki Parasamala thinking that rely on, so rely on means like is the perfection wisdom is rely on, right? It's no fact. It's true. That's why rely on, I think. Always there, never lost. That's the reason it's rely on. And abide means always there. So we have supplication Tara, what is said, arising, what is it called?
Two truth omniscience.
No, it's no. It's nature is arising something, you know.
The nature of a state
The
beyond conceptual limits.
so the fifth verses.
The nature of a state beyond the conceptual limits. The reality of all conditions.
Fifth one. So same, you know, this one is abides by the perfection wisdom. So always there, never lost. Self-arising, unborn. Self-arising, unborn dharma dharto. No, self.
Self-arising unborn Buddha.
Oh, non
Then this one is
non-dual.
huh?
Non-dual.
Non-dual Buddha,
Buddha wisdom.
No, self-arising, no door Buddha wisdom. See?
Yeah.
Self-arising, no door Buddha wisdom. See, self-arising means always there, never lost. So the sun is always there. Doesn't matter night, day is never lost, always there. So same is the rely on, because true nature we rely on is always there, abided by the perfection of wisdom, always there. Since their minds are obscured, they have no fear. So this is very important, I think, when we chant Sutra. Since their minds are obscured, means like in nature states, minds, you know, are unobscured, never have any obstacles in that state. They have no fear. That's why no fears. So when we chant Sutra, I think the important is we have to going into looking to our own nature mind, and at least we have to feel that experience energy. Then we can release our fears. And the reason is because we go into that nature samadhi, we feel that experience, So in that state, they never have any obstacles exist. Obstacle no exist there. So that's why they have no fear there. They completely transcend error and reach the ultimate nirvana. So the true nature is completely transcend error and reach. So all the transcend errors means like obstacles, fears, emotions, and reach the ultimate nirvana, reach into ultimate nirvana. So where is this nirvana, ultimate nirvana? Ultimate nirvana is our own unborn dharma dhatu. Mother, unborn dharma dhatu, right? So you looking into your own nature, and that nature is called unborn dharma dhatu. That is the ultimate nirvana. The ultimate nirvana is actually not somewhere else. Ultimate nirvana is within our own mind state. The relative nirvana, then, we say we go to Devachi. That's called relative true nirvana. Because we have samsara and we want to reach some good place, then that is a relative nirvana. And this ultimate nirvana is no place to go. No, nothing is in the outside anything, outer level. Everything is within our mind states. Ultimate nirvana. All the Buddhas through all the three terms. So that's the past Buddha, present Buddha, future Buddhas achievement, or they have this experience. Three times Buddhas. So all the Buddhas come from knowing, this true nature. I mean, is Panchaparamita. Then past Buddhas also come from knowing this Panchaparamita. Present Buddha also source is Panchaparamita. Future Buddhas also source is Panchaparamita. Every single being, reach enlightenment means actually knowing our own nature. Fully awakening to unsurpassable. True, completely enlightenment by means of the perfection of wisdom. So true enlightenment is like perfection of wisdom, is knowing our own nature. Therefore, the mantra of the perfection of wisdom, so the sutra, so many teachings, so many prayers, chantings, like teachings, they all bring to the one, like together one, the essence is a mantra. So that's what, therefore, the mantra of the perfection of wisdom, the mantra of great insight, the unsurpassable mantra, the mantra that equal, that unequaled, the mantra that pacify all suffering, is not false and should be understood as true. The mantra of the perfection wisdom is proclaimed as follows. So here the point is the right now what the Buddha sharing is the explain of this mantra. This mantra is like say great insight. Is actually is the nature essence is bring into, I think, syllables. That's why it's called mantra. Do you understand?
Mhm.
Yeah, we ordinary people not possible to get in that connections. Then this due to the Buddha's blessing, generally this all that nature is bring to the syllables. So the syllables then this is performed because the reason is all this meaning is held by this together meanings. So the mantra of the perfection wisdom to proclaim as follows. Dhyata means everything, all phenomena. On gate, parangate. So this is like go. I think they say like go beyond. Go. Where we go. two goals, like the other gate, right? Go. Parangate, go beyond. Samgate means go beyond, means beyond this ordinary concept. Go beyond, like go to beyond is nature, non-dual, and perfection of wisdom. So that is the go beyond. Bhagavate, Bodhisattva means I think the essence is there, essence truth, Bodhisattva. Then Shariputra, a Bodhisattva and a great being should train in the perfection wisdom in this way. So Chinese told the Shariputra, all the Bodhisattva, this Bodhisattva is the absolute truth Bodhisattva told, and the great being. So this should train means like all this absolute truth Bodhisattva must have to have knowing this teaching truth, train in the perfection. So this is a perform and the perfection. Perfection is to go beyond, our concepts, beyond the relative level of wisdom in this way. Thereupon, so Chinese, saying that in that moment, thereupon the blessed one arose from that absorption. So Buddha Shakyamuni era, come back to landing into the conceptual levels. Okay, he take off, somewhere else, and he's in the space, and he share that, experience kinetic, and he how to say, have to have fair, Shariputra, what going on there, and then these two no choices, have the discussion, question and answers, and then Buddha said he come back again. Okay, he landing in the space, in how to say, in the ground again. Yeah. So then bliss arose from that absorption. Bliss is Buddha. And commented Avalokiteshvara. So then Buddha says, commented Avalokiteshvara, the Bodhisattva and the great being, excellent. So he said excellent. So you're telling excellent to Chinese and the Shariputra. So you two did a great job, truth one, right? Or son of a noble family. So son of a noble family who has ability to understand this teaching, So that is the son of a noble family. That is how it is. So Buddha said that is exactly what you taught to talk. He said, I have that experience. My experience, you too choked. So that's the Buddha saying, how it is. This is just how it is. See, that's exactly in the absolute truth states. No far aggregates exist. So then no I, no nose, no forms in that state. Even no Four Noble Truth. Four Noble Truth only for ordinary people, right? So who wanted to reach the nirvana, cessation. In that state, no cessation, no origination. So that's why beyond that already. Yeah. This is just how it is. One should practice, perform perfection wisdom. Buddha said, we all have to, practice that, the perfection, perform perfection of wisdom. Just as you have taught, what you taught, that's exactly. And then even the Tathagata will rejoice. So Buddha says all the Tathagatas rejoice. He's not talking about himself. All the 3 times the Tathagata Buddhas rejoice, what you discussion told. So the point is like, if you wanted to rejoice or the Buddhas. So we have to cultivate the Heart Sutra. No, maybe all the 3 times Buddhas are very happy because we are sharing this teaching, you listening, you know. They all the Tathagatas are rejoice. So you want to make enlightened beings rejoice?
Yes.
Or which way you can make rejoice enlightened beings?
Listening that the teachings.
Yes, so we have to, quote, listening, teaching, right? Cultivating, meditate this Heart Sutra, then all the Tathagatas rejoice. That means like true rejoice. You offer flower to Tathagatas, they are rejoice. You offer money to Tathagatas, they are rejoice. Think about it.
Yes.
You go into your own nature samadhi, then Tathagata say, yes, exactly, that's it. You are, really you are who you are. Tathagata says, no, you are not fake. Right now we are fake, Do you understand? So, all our Zom Sangha here has almost 400 people, and we have a couple of people here. We are all fake. Fake because of conceptual, So then Buddhas never say, I rejoice you guys. Recognize suffering. Get rid of origination of suffering. We can, try to reach to the cessation practice path. So that's Tathagata is going to push us to say, right? Yeah, get to work. So now you go into your own natural states. Then Tathagata said, never they're going to say, get to go to work. You already, work is not existed there.
Right.
They cannot put you to work. So perfection wisdom, just as you have taught, and then even the Tathagata will rejoice, all the Buddhas rejoice. Okay, we're going to pilgrimages. I don't know Tathagatas rejoice, but we practice and meditate. It could be all the Tathagatas rejoice. If you want to make Tathagatas rejoice, then we have to perform Heart Sutra practice. If we wanted to release our fears, we have to cultivate Heart Sutra and chant, cultivate, meditate. When the blessed one has said this, the Buddha said that. Actually, Buddha just performing both, He didn't say, oh, I did this for you guys. So you did a great job, Sariputta and Jinreze. But actually, he performed. Right? You think?
That's what I was going to ask.
Uh,
Do you think the Buddha transferred that?
in that state, actually, no separation. Okay? If there is a separation, then Buddha said, not you guys did, I did. So they always become oneness in that state. Equanimity means in that state. People talk about equanimity, equal right. They're always just words. If you really reach into the depth nature samadhi state, then it's equal right, true equal right, absolute truth, and equanimity. Until that reach that state, then everything is words. Just every individual has a little bit difference, slightly difference. Some has more bias, right? Some less, but still, everything's there underneath. No one free from bias. No one has equal right. Until you reach this Heart Sutra, the perfection wisdom. So then in this state, some people say, what Buddhist thing, equal right? Something like that. Always people ask questions, right? And this is a true Buddhist. I mean, we can say truth Buddha teaching. in that state, the concept is not there. Make sense or no?
Yeah.
So if even the bugs, monkeys, drows, cows, they're all nature. It's become in the oneness us. All the enlightened beings, nature and our nature, or these drows, bugs, nature is oneness become. No separation. That's why no bias. All these different streaming waters reunite in the ocean. Then you cannot say this water is, is good because it's come from this place. This water is bad because everything is reuniting already in the ocean. It's oneness, it's separation, right? So they cannot say this belong to me. This belong to this water belong to me because it's come from my land. So this all water is reunited in the ocean. Is belong to everyone. No separations. But human beings are crazy. They say these oceans belong to me. Oceans do not belong to anyone. Oceans belong to itself. I think so. Right? Yeah. When Blessed One had said this, Venerable Shariputra and the Noble Avalokiteshvara, the Bodhisattva and the great being, together with the whole example and the word of gods, human beings, Asuras and Gandavas, rejoiced and praised the speech of the Blessed One. So there everybody say, you did a great job to the Buddha. Buddha said, you guys did a good job. But no, they say, Buddha, you did a great job. So every beings, here says together with, like, of course, Bodhisattva is there, Chenrezek, Aha is there, is Shariputra. Then together with the whole example and the word of the gods realm beings there, human beings there, Asuras and Gandavas. So it's Asuras is not gods, not human beings, between beings. Not demigod. Demigod is part of gods. Oh, it's a demigod. Sorry. You're right. It's demigods. Achuras and Gandavas rejoice and praise. So everybody rejoice to the Buddha. The speech of the Blessed One, speech like it's come from Buddha. That means like this teaching is come from Buddha, Blessed One. They thus conclude the Mahayana Sutra of Blessed Mother, the heart of transcendent perfection wisdom. So that's the Mahayana Sutra of Blessed One, Mother. So this Heart Sutra teaching is come from Mahayana's teachings, Heart Sutra. The heart of the transcendent perfection wisdom is the essence of the teaching. So heart of the transcendent perfection wisdom is the same exactly the Mahamudra. Nothing different. It's nothing different than Dzogchen. So that's why Mayamika tradition is called heart of the transcendent perfection wisdom. Then the Mahamudra is a Kajul energy we call Mahamudra, and the Telopa tradition. And then Pema Sambhava tradition called Dzogchen. But all this oneness. This is a Buddha shared teaching, is the lineage holders of Nagarjuna. And we went to Nalanda University, or this Nalanda University studied this text and then wrote lots of commentaries. So there's millions of commentaries before they burned the library, I think. How many books there say?
9 million.
9 million.
9 million books in the Nalanda University, in the library, used to. They all is offering to the fire due to the human being's obscuration and vice, right? Emotion, ignorance. So this, all the 9 million books is commentary, Buddha's teachings. So then, next is, they finish it there, we finish the Heart Sutra. So this is the, usually when chant the Heart Sutra, we say the speech of the Blessed One, and then we don't say this one, like this concludes the Mahayana Sutra. So we don't say that, like, it's here says the speech of the Blessed One. Then we chant this mantra,
Yeah.
they chant many times. So chant that. Here it says, okay, next, if you wish to make a practice of the sutra, then consider that the Tathagata appear in the space before you. Okay. So now someone wanted to visualize Buddha, chant Heart Sutra, and wanted to remove our negative obstacle. So if you wish to make a practice of sutra, then consider that Tathagata appears in the space before you. So we visualize the Tathagata Buddha, visualize in the front of our space. Same is like we do every single day Buddha Shakyamuni prayer before you, adopting the mudra of subjugating. So Buddha Shakyamuni, usually, like mudra is like we do like this, right? Hang this one is up and holding the begging board. This is like touching mudra in the earth. So subjugator mudra, I think it's like this, subjugating mudra. So Buddha maybe hold the begging board here, and the left hand, I think, in this right side, there is like just not all the fingers is like touching to the ground. I think this middle two finger is holding like this. This is called subjugator mudra usually. And I think then this like this will stay. Buddha Shakyamuni. Subjugator mudra, subduing, subjugator mudra. So we visualize the Buddha in front of us, Buddha, and surrounded by the retinue from the single of the greater and the lesser vehicles. Greater is Mahayana, Mahayana Bodhisattvas. The surround retinue from the Sangha of the greater and the lesser vehicles, Arhats, and the Pakshika Buddhas, including both Avalokiteshvara and the Shariputra. So we cannot forget these two, because it's very important person, right? This time, Shariputra and Chinrezig. So Chinrezig is representative, maybe greater, or the greater Sangha, Mahayana Sangha, and Shariputra is representative, I think, lesser vehicle. So then all the, Sanghas, two Sanghas, like Theravada tradition Sangha, Mahayana tradition Sangha. And while contemplating the meaning of emptiness, so we have to contemplating emptiness, recite and perform sutra as many times as you can, means like we have to chant again and again many times Heart Sutra, up to 7 times in total. So sometimes chant this 7 times again and again, and you chant 7 times again and again. Then usually so where is it that is okay, the speech of the Blessed One, and then go back to again. You don't have to chant the mantra first. You have to chant. It's here, this book is page 38. So here says the speech of the Blessed One, and before the mantra, and then go back to again, beginning and chant to here, and go back to again. So you finish it 7 times, then chant mantra Om Tiyatong Gadeng the Parang the Parasang the Bodhisattva many times. Okay, 7 times in total, and recite the Vidya mantra too. Vidya mantra is like Om Tiyatong Gadeng the Parang the Parasang the Bodhisattva too as many times. Then after chant many times this mantra as possible. Then at the end, perform the following practice of averting demonic forces. So this one is not required to have a chant in this part. So you can finish after mantra. Here says then this concludes the Mahayana Sutra of Blessed Mother, the heart of the transcendent perfection wisdom. So you can finish there. If you want to chant this one, then visualize, this section, Buddha Shakyamuni, subjugator Buddha, and then red noons together. We chant many times. So Namo homage to the Guru, homage to the Guru, homage to the Buddha, homage to the Dharma, homage to the Sangha, homage to the Great Mother Panchaparamita. Through the power and the strength of paying homage to you, may the words of our come true. So or this true is like power of Buddha, power of Dharma, power of Sangha, power of Panchaparamita, Dharma. So this all power comes together, it's called, comes true, words of our comes true means like the power all comes together. Just as long ago, the king of the gods Indra, by the power of the strength of the contemplating, the profound meaning of the perfection wisdom, the great mother and recite his words. So Indra, he chant this one, the gods realm, practice this Heart Sutra. The reason is Indra, get fear from jealous gods realms, demon gods, we say. Also, they're attracted to the gods realms. So then Indra, he doesn't want to harm, war with the jealous gods. So he pertained to the Buddha, any possible to, release this war. And if going the war, the gods realms is going to win. The reason is God realm has more weapons, more power for than jealous gods. But jealous gods always starting the war because they're due to mental jealousy. Even they lose all the time, but still they never stop, create the war. So the Indra knows he can win, but he doesn't want to harm them, care the jealous gods beings. So then he pertained to Buddha. So what we do? So Buddha told him, chant Heart Sutra, perform this, and then you can, release that war, and then don't have to create injury or killing to the jealous gods. So there has a problem is the many stories, root is owned by jealous gods, result is owned by gods realms. So jealous gods belong to them, but then always used by God realms. So that's why jealous gods never stop the war, because the reason is they always think that it's belong to them. So the reality truth is like relatively, is actually belong to the gods realm, but jealous gods never recognize that always think belong to them. So example, tree, someone stay in the how to say, the root tree area. So there said the fruit is belong to me, but the fruit is like someone up there, another being, they pick up the fruit. So who stay in the root of the tree, they don't get the fruit. So their clan, whole trees belong to me. But then who stay in the upper part tree, so they take all the fruit. And that's what the you know, like that kind of way. So jealous gods and gods is Ram is a war each other all the time, fighting. So then Buddha asked Indra chant this Heart Sutra, perform, you know, meaning of this perfection wisdom, the great mother and the transcendent words, was able to avert the demonic force of negativity. So the god Ram chant this Heart Sutra, the power of Heart Sutra, so power of all this, like what Buddha, Dharma, Sangha, Panchaparamita, then was able to over to the demonic force of negativity. So in the very same way, may we too. So that same, I wanted to do same performing through the power of strength of contemplating the performed meaning of perfection wisdom, the great mother, and the reciting its words. So when we recite the Panchaparamita, the main point is we have to know, I think, I want to release my obstacle for the spiritual path. So that's very important because we have so much obstacle for our own spiritual path. We have this true energy, positive energy, negative energy. One is like negative, afflictive emotion energy. Another is the spiritual energy. So these two is all the time fighting. And negative energies can be run over the positive spiritual energy. So always this negative energies run over to our spiritual energy. That's why we have to chant Heart Sutra. Don't have to think about I'm going to release this my enemies. This is like also main point. Our enemy is within our own mind. So we can release our jealousy. Like jealousy is our jealousy god. Okay, so pride is God's realm. We have to remove our pride. We have to remove our jealousy. Then peace is there. So that peace is true peace is arising within ourselves. That's why when we practice spiritual and we fear, there have some negative emotion is rising, and due to that, then of course fears. So if we have that experience, we have to perform Heart Sutra many times, and then have to release that energy. So if we don't release that energy, it's not possible to get into natural samadhi state. If we don't get into natural samadhi state, then not possible to. So we knowing our own true nature, right? We don't know our own nature. We cannot reach to the non-growth state. So that's the reason, so many practice. Sometimes we think these all practices like for others, like release our enemies, object someone, but the main object is within our own, I think, own affective emotions. That's, I think, we have to always think that is most important. So I also share many times, like we have many different level chakras, and negative emotion, our right now control. The reason is because we open lower chakras, and we have that experience. So we have to release our negative, afflictive emotion. Otherwise, not possible to the mind can open to upper level chakras. So if not possible to open upper level chakras, then we don't have this, Buddha, Shakyamuni, Avalokiteshvara, what they have own reality. We don't get into that own reality. It's correct reality, right? Own reality. Okay, their reality. We wanted to get in their own reality. Then we have to reach that, we have to release our own negative, afflictive emotions. So that's the reason we have to chant Heart Sutra. So Heart Sutra, I think, press down lower chakra closing, and then open door up to upper chakras, and then we have ability to open heart chakra, like connect with the Sambhornakaya Buddhas, and open to the crown chakras, connect with to the Dharmakaya states. So that's in this is even very short teaching, but all included here, starting from like lower chakra to all the way to crown chakra, the highest level chakra. The practice is included here. Do you understand? Perform. So that's why this Sutra is performed. The words, okay. Through power and the strength of contemplating the profound meaning of the perfection wisdom, the great mother, and reciting these words, avert all the negative influence which prevent us and those around us from completing the noble dharma. May they be annihilated. So you have to note here is like over all the negative influences. See, our enemy is negative influence, which prevent us and those around us from accomplishing the noble dharma. Someone stop, the arising the love, compassion, wisdom. Who against that? The opposite of the dharma is like afflictive emotion. So that's why here is very clearly mentioned, not the our like ordinary people think my enemy, right? Individual beings. So individual beings like cannot obstacle to our own accomplishment the noble dharma. So who can stop? Who can create obstacle, accomplish the noble dharma? It is our own afflictive emotions. So that's why Chanha Sutra means like this, like release that our afflictive emotions. Jealous gods around also created by afflictive emotions. All sex realms are created by afflictive emotions. So we want to free from the sex realms, and then we have to release all our own afflictive emotions. May they be annihilated, and may they be rendered harmless. May they be completely pacified. So that's chant 3 times. And again, conclusion. So this conclusion is not come from Buddha. It's come from Nagarjuna. So Nagarjuna, he wrote the root text for Mayamika, root text of Mayamika, and he beginning, root text of Mayamika, beginning homage to the Buddha Shakyamuni. So that is in here, this means like in this also verses has all the Mayamika teachings included in this conclusion. Everything that arising it dependently. So that is the main logic Mayamika teachers, like everything's interdependent. That means everything's emptiness. And it's unceasing and unborn. Why is unceasing? Because unborn. Neither new existing, nor everlasting, neither coming nor going, neither multiple nor single. To this teaching that pacify all concept and duality, the most sacred speech of the fully enlightened Buddha, we pay homage. So Nagarjuna pay homage to Buddha. He said, so the most sacred speech of the fully enlightened Buddha means only Buddha share this profound truth teaching. So Nagarjuna said, no one shared before this profound teaching. No one shared before. So only Buddha shared this teaching that pacify concept and duality, the most sacred speech of the fully enlightened Buddha. That's why he said, I pay homage. Nagarjuna is a scientist. He said he no bias. he studied all the different religions. So then he investigated which one is right. So he recognized Buddha speech is right, is truth. That's why Nagarjuna, when he composed root text of Mayamika, the beginning he homage to Buddha. Reason is because he said only Buddha shared these teachings. What is mentioned over there, unceasing, unbirth, unborn, interdependent. This only Buddha talked. No one talked before. And that's why Nagarjunas pay homage to Buddha. He's a scientist. That's the reason Buddha's teaching is not religion. Buddha's teaching is usually we say is philosophy, is science. The reason is because Nagarjuna, and he in this statement. Okay, so this statement is I cannot explain. It's too profound. What Nagarjuna wrote in this verses. Chandrakirti wrote whole middle way Mayamika path. He used only this root text. And then there's so many after Chandrakirti, and we have Shanti Deva, usually we study, Shanti Deva's way of Bodhisattva, chapter 9 is always come from this root text, mean essences. And then Nagarjuna has many disciples, like they're called Ligdinji and Sanjay Chang and other two very important teachers. They also wrote the books for Mayamika. They also explain in this one. Then within Mayamika, Pasanjeka and I think another one, what called Pasanjeka, and what is the other one? So they're also inside the debating going on. So use this explain, then teachers slightly different explain. So that's why they're going on so much debate in inside the Mayamika teachers. Because some says I'm right, I truly explain correctly Nagarjuna's, vision or his view. Some say like, no, you didn't correctly explain. My is right. Some say, no, yours is not right. My is right. So then there's create books and books. Like when Nalanda University is gone, so that time how many books you say? 9 million books, because it's this the Pentita or so scholars wrote so many commentaries that debating all the time use knowledge. And Chandrakirti and Tsingdakomi, another called Tsingdakoma, they all the time debating. I follow the story, I don't know, but it's follow the story. All the time debating, no agree each other, all the time disagree each other. The laws like same is in Tibet, yes, in Tibet, yes, like they get grass and then they get the water and then they fight all the time and then go back to again. You don't have to separate, they naturally go to separate and then go back to again and they eat grass more and then come back again, they fight and then go back to again. So laws like same that way, and these scholars then go back to own Rome and then they read all these different books. And then also supplicating to the Yidam deities, practice. And then go back to again, debating, and then go back to home again, write commentaries, writing commentaries, and go back to debating. So that's why so many books happen. So Shanti Deva, I heard, no Shanti Deva, Chandrakirti, he practiced Manjushri. Tsingdakoma, he practiced Avalokita Shora. So, what is I said? Chandrakirti, he practiced Manjushri. Whatever he didn't know something, he asked Manjushri. So Manjushri give answers to him. Then he go to debate. then also Chinda Koma, another one has always answers, like whatever Chandakirti says. Then Chandakirti think, what he doing? So whatever I say, he have answers. So he got dropped. Then sneakily he went into the, spot where to went to the Chinda Koma's room. And our Lokeshwara teaching to him, like give answers, like how to debate with, and Chandakirti. So the Chandakirti saw that his noble has noble, how to say the noble being? Noble being has bias. He just said, you are noble being, you have bias. So that moment, like the Chinese finger is like this, he paused. And then they said the arise the like also nature statue, like Chinese finger pointing like this, Do you understand? So Chandakirti into the Sindakomas, the Sindakoma is like, I'm using the Tibetan name, Sindakoma. I don't know the Sanskrit how to say his name. And Chandakirti recognized, felt something. Sindakoma has something, explain to him. So then he sneakily went inside there, he saw the Chinese teaching to him, And then Chandakirti said, like, Chinese is a noble, right? Noble being. So your noble being has bias because he's sharing the teaching to the Sindakoma. That moment, like, Chinese finger is like this pointing and paused. And then nature statue like arise like that in the room. So that's they say in the stories. I never see that statue, but they say, okay. So that's the teaching. We finish everything there. Thank you, everyone. So now time is going already beyond dedication. I think we have it in this book, dedication states. Dorjin chante loba naroba marba malareba dharma lord gamboba vamotraba lord gomba. Please bestow upon us most auspicious over Kajulamas. By this blessing, where is unborn is no rise, where is unborn is no decline, but ever increase higher and higher. Right? Or by this virtue may I achieve omniscience, by defeating all enemies confusion. May all who towers on the waves of birth, old age, sickness, death, across the ocean of samsara. Bodhicitta, the like precious mind, where is among Mesera, where is among Mesera not decline, but ever increase higher and higher. Pray that the Lama may have a good health. I pray the Lama may have a long life. I pray that your Dharma activities are far and wide. I pray that I may not be separate from you. As Majorship, they will all realize ultimate state, and as did Samantha Bada, I will follow in the path and fully dedicate all the merit for all sentient beings. The Buddha who attained the three kayas, by the blessing of true unchanging Dharma as such, by the blessing of indivisible Sangha order made Mary I shall bear fruit. By this virtue collected 3 times by my 7 all beings in samsara and nirvana, and by in the rule of virtue, may I and all sentient beings quickly attain unsurpassed, perfect, complete, and precious enlightenment. May the teachings of Guru Gompa Ranashri, whose omniscient Lord of Dharma, Master of interdependence, continue and increase through study, practice, contemplation, meditation, unto the end of the samsara. Om Mani Padme Hum, Mani Padme Hum. Om Mani Padme Hum, Om Mani Padme Hum, Om Mani Padme Hum, Mani Padme Hum, Om Mani Padme Hum, Om Mani Padme Hum. Thank you, everyone. Touch the leg. So tomorrow we didn't have teaching, and good is if you join the morning practice, meditate. It's wonderful. You can. And if I have possible to join, I also join meditation too. You can like do Sutra once and then meditate. tomorrow. Thank you. Everything good?
Thank you, Kimpola.
Perfecto.
Thank you, Kimpola.
Teacher, thank you.
Thanks,
Good
Campbell.
night, everyone.
Gracias,
Night,
gracias.
Wonderful,
Bye-bye.
Kimpola.
Gracias, Kempula.
非常
Gracias.
大家Thank you, Kimpola.
Thank you,
Thank
I
you.
have a question I'll ask you
Cinderella.
when you're back in the United States.
感恩上师。
Yeah.